Are you supposed to be here? Fuck it. Come here, let me show you something. We got another one. Man, nothing stops these fucking clowns. This bozo named Jack and his sidekick Ellie. No worries though. I'll have them planted on the wall soon enough. For the time being, follow me. Let me show you something.
What's up?
What's up, Zach?
What you guys heard was an actual high five. Because Ellie's here. Welcome.
Thank you.
How's Nice?
Nice is very nice.
Yeah.
They come from Kazakhstan. It's the best warm in the France. We were in this city. What was it called? We were in Monaco.
Yep.
Very nice city.
Very nice.
You know?
One piece of advice: don't go there if you're wearing any Crocs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I recently bought like two pairs of Crocs. They randomly popped into my head one day, and I'm like, you know what? I should get some Crocs. I missed them. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And then when I bought them, all these like Instagram posts started showing up on my feed about Crocs and like designer brands are working with Crocs now. It's on the rise again. It's so coincidental. Like it had nothing to do with me buying the Crocs. I just bought them because I missed them.
Yeah.
And then I saw it, like trending and shit. I'm like, oh shit.
We are one collective mind. Everybody is just one organism. Everybody's just like, you think you like Crocs? No, everybody likes them now.
But yeah, speaking of heat, I bought like a black one and a red one.
Yeah. Talking about heat, it's hot as fuck out here.
Yeah. Coming from Belgium, obviously, it's gonna be fucking hot. Yeah, but it is like
it wasn't cold there either, dog. It was in the 30s as well for a while.
Mm-hmm. But it's humid here.
Yeah.
I grew up in the desert, and still, this is fucking hot for me.
It's that nasty heat. The heat that slaps.
Yeah. Can't sleep properly. Just rolling around. Yeah. I mean, you look like you're rolling around quite a bit last night because you broke your fucking fan.
Oh, I didn't wake up though.
What?
I'm sleeping well, I mean. It's not like I'm waking up at night, you know.
Uh-huh.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Everybody moves in their sleep.
No, but you move a bit too much. Because I wake up every time I hear a voice.
Because I used to sleepwalk.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Just ran like at a certain age, or you did it from when you were a kid?
No, it's like when I was little, I used to sleepwalk, talk in my sleep, everything. The whole shebang.
What's the weirdest thing you did then when you were sleepwalking?
I don't know. Probably walked in my sleep. It's not like I was doing flips and shit.
You had no stairs, nothing?
No.
You never hit a fucking door or a wall or something?
I think you're pretty, like, conscious about it, I guess.
Really?
You're like... I don't know how to explain it. You just know where you're going because you did the path like 50 million times. It's like you're awake, but you don't know. So you're sleeping.
Do you like wake up randomly in like random spots in the house?
No, stupid.
What? Do you make your way back to the bed?
Yeah, you just go back to the bed.
What?
I swear. You know, one time my cousin, she was sleepwalking.
Mm-hmm.
They came over and she started playing with the umbrella. like in the middle of the night. I heard like, and then 'cause we were all sleeping in one room,
Yeah.
and then she like walks out the door. I thought she's going to the bathroom, and she comes back with the umbrella. She like opens it, like keeps turning it. She walks out with the umbrella open. She like she pushed it through the door like this,
Yeah.
like the whole ass noise. Everybody just keeps sleeping.
Bro, I poke my eye out with the umbrella even when I'm conscious. I don't understand how you
Yeah,
can do
and
that when you're sleeping.
Yeah, and storage. She just came back and laid back in bed,
Damn.
sleepwalking.
I
A
don't.
lot of sleepwalking stories in Albania actually.
Why?
There was this one fucking guy. He used to sleepwalk always. At auntie of my mom, like at the apartment that they lived in, they had this guy. I call her auntie as well. She's dead now. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Very so rest in peace.
So she saw this guy. She heard him at night. Apparently, he was nailing the wall downstairs. Like they called the hammer and nails, and he was just putting nails in the wall.
Into like a cement wall.
Yeah, at night, like in his sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he went back inside. They woke up all the nails and stuff.
The nails didn't go in. Did they?
Yeah.
They did.
I mean, it's like that, like brick wall. It goes in.
Oh, okay.
Shit. So obviously she asked him like, "What the fuck were you doing?" She's like, "I was doing nothing." And then it came out that he was sleepwalking.
Bro, imagine like you sleepwalk with a gun or some shit or something dangerous. You just start shooting random stuff, and then you wake up, you're like, nothing happened. Like
sleepwalking. Oh my god.
My neighbor told me I killed 3 cats.
No, the thing is, shit. I'm probably gonna look this shit up. Yeah. Sleepwalking incidents.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If you can pick up a hammer and nails, you can pick up other things too.
Yeah, but like I thought that is like habits that you normally do. You do in your sleep. It's fine, Yeah. Have you seen the video of the guy eating in his sleep, like in the kitchen, and his wife wakes him up and he like fucking gets scared?
Is it? Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, but I watched the movies like Step Brothers. Have you ever watched that?
No.
It's like they both sleepwalk. And then I mean, it's a comedy movie, so obviously it's not accurate at all. But they do say like you should never wake someone up if they're sleepwalking.
No, my mom said
freak out.
And they'll fucking go crazy. My mom said, so they'll never wake someone. Or when they're talking in their sleep, don't talk back and stuff like this. But the thing is,
but you still talk in your sleep because you did last night.
Yeah.
So, but you were bothered by some shit. I think a bug or something. And then you
fuck out of here.
But then you continued the conversation. I was awake. I was looking at you like, okay. But I'm used to it because I lived with you and you do it almost you do it every time you sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
That's from sleepwalking.
I don't know. Might be.
They might be related.
Maybe, but it's less active now. I do talk and snore sometimes, I guess. But mostly talk.
You don't snore that much anymore.
So when I'm tired, I snore.
I think you used to snore when you were fat.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But why don't you snore?
I've never snored in my life.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because you got them big ass shotgun nostrils, you know what I mean?
Yes, actually. I have a filtration system installed and everything.
Yeah.
Nah.
True.
I do sometimes like make these weird if I have saliva or something stuck here, I do make some weird noises. Like in my throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're fucking trachea.
Whatever
you're fucking
windpipe.
The windpipe is blocked.
Yeah. So
constipated windpipe.
But yeah, I do something. I think my brother recorded me or some shit.
Yeah.
Once I'm like, I don't think that's snoring, and I looked it up and it's like it's not snoring.
No.
No.
Damn. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of like walking around at night and shit, we're gonna talk about supernatural shit today. Talk about the weirdest stories you've ever heard. All the fucking Dracula
I don't think there's gonna be the weirdest story we've ever heard, but
it's like they're unbelievable almost.
Yeah, but there's stories out there that.
No, I remember one because you mentioned like you all were sleeping in like
in
One room.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember one that you told me about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So this was okay. We were all sleeping at my auntie's house because my mom got into an accident. Like a car hit her. She was on the bicycle. A car hit her, but they didn't let us know. So they were like, "Oh, we're gonna go sleep over at the auntie." We're like, "Yeah, sleep over," you know. But we didn't know my mom was in the hospital. You
Oh, so
know?
they didn't tell you?
No.
Okay.
And then, whatever they passed, we were all sleeping. It was me, my brother, my cousin, Alex, Christian, Christina, Albana, everybody in one room. There were two big beds, and we were like people here and people here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it was like very late, and I woke up, right, and I look up and I see this fucking. It had like it was formed like a person, you know, and it was fucking huge and
So it was like
glowing
a
white.
silhouette of a person,
Yeah, but just white, like a shadow, but
but
white.
white.
Yeah,
Okay.
it didn't have like facial features or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It was just white, and you could see like it's a person, but like you don't see the face or anything
Yeah.
or whatever. And I saw it behind the door because the door was like half glass. It had this glass mirror, but it's like
Like the decorative glass.
yeah, like you can't really see through it, but
Yeah.
if somebody's standing behind it, you can see it.
Yeah.
Especially if they're fucking glowing.
Yeah.
And they just walk through the door, you know, and it stops and looks down right at the head of my brother. Cause so you know how you sleep on the bed,
Mm-hmm.
but we were sleeping one head up, one head down, like this, so there is more space. Because
Yeah.
if everybody sleep next to each other, there was not enough space.
Yeah.
So we were sleeping one like zigzag.
We call this the sardine formation.
Yeah, and my brother his head was down, you know, towards the door.
Yeah.
It just stopped, and when it stopped, it was facing like towards me, and I like went under the blanket like this because I was like, what the fuck, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I look up, and he's just looking down at my brother like this. I'm looking down right now.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what the fuck? She looks at me. I'm like, what the fuck? I go back under the blanket and I look up again. He's just fucking leaving. And he just phases through the door, right?
2 times. And you've seen this. Oh, you're fucking
Yes,
wide awake.
I've seen it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And how I know I've seen this, I'm getting fucking goosebumps, dog,
Yeah.
is because not too long ago, like I told Albana, like, remember when I told you this when I was a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you told me it was me with
Albana is your cousin.
yeah, with the blanket.
Yeah.
And obviously she's much older. She's like 15 years older than me or something.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah. No, maybe 10.
Okay.
So when I was like fucking at that time maybe 9, she was like 20 or 22 or whatever. Like we have a big gap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So her memory, you could say my brain, kid brain, like you made it up or whatever. But I asked her, like, remember when I told you this story? And you told me it was me with a white blanket at night. Like, okay, your white blanket is gonna shine at night, you know?
Yeah.
I told her that. She's like, I was with the white blanket at night when I was a kid. That was her answer. I'm like, yo, okay, whatever. I didn't ask her anymore because they'd be like, fuck, this kid is going crazy, you know? So I'm like, okay, I just left it. And recently I asked her, and she's like, yeah, I remember. I'm like, but it wasn't you. She's like, no, it wasn't me, but I didn't want to freak you out as a kid, you know?
Oh,
I was like, I was more freaked out because I was just talking to myself about it, you know? Like, you could tell anyone, could they'd be like, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, but it was true, it did happen.
Yeah.
And I told, did I tell you the story like this? She's like, yeah, you did. I'm like, why the fuck would you just let me go through it alone? Stupid. Like, I didn't want to feed into it and stuff, you know?
That's crazy.
It's crazy, though.
That shit like that
the thing
makes
is-
you.
The thing is, this guy was almost at the ceiling, right? Big. And Albana is like 1.50 meters. I was like, there's no way, unless she has like those circus
Yeah.
feet, you know, like that you get out of the sticks and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Oh shit, man. I have a big story to tell, but I'm gonna save it for later. But I'll tell you one similar to this one. So it was a summer night, not too long ago actually. This was maybe 4 years ago, right? We were in Morocco. We have like a, the summer house we have there, whatever. We used to go there only for summer. And me and my brother were watching TV late at night. And we didn't want to sleep. I don't know what was going on. We just had insomnia or some shit that whole summer. And we just stay up and watch a bunch of fucking movies. Like we just watch like large series of movies. And we usually have snacks and stuff.
Good time to watch Star Wars.
We didn't. Didn't watch. I don't know. We watched like the Godfather series like a bunch of times. Like yeah, repeating
This
this.
is
Yeah. We had a bunch of other movies too, but one night we were having so many snacks that my mom was like, "Okay, fuck y'all, I'm hiding the snacks." Right? So she put the snacks in the closet, and she thought we wouldn't fucking look in the closet for some reason. It was really easy to find. But we knew where it was, but we found it out earlier in the day. So we didn't make a move or anything so it doesn't look suspicious.
Yeah.
Wait until she went to sleep, and then we'd go at night and then enjoy the snacks. So she goes to sleep, and then me and my brother, we like literally just tiptoe into the room. And the room had a single bed, right, in the corner, and the closet was opposite to the bed.
Yeah.
So I see my dad, he's sleeping. But my dad's quite a heavy sleeper, like he's not gonna wake up from any noises, you know?
Yeah.
Well, like it's okay, we slowly open the closet, makes these creaking noises, like you know? And then we
How
get
you can fix that? If you open it quick.
yeah, I know. But if we open it quick, I'm afraid like I'm gonna like let it slip. Yeah. So we open it slowly, we get the snacks and everything, we fill our hands up, and then we close it with our foot. And then as we're walking away, when someone's about to wake up, they take a deep breath and they like, turn around or something. We thought my dad was waking up, right? Yeah, that's what. So we like freeze in our spot. We're like, oh shit, he's waking up. We're gonna get busted now. And we look back, but he's still sleeping.
Yeah.
Nothing's going on. We're chilling, right? Like, okay, maybe he just took a deep breath.
Yeah.
As we're walking out, my dad comes out in front of us out of the bathroom. So, I can see my brother's skin turn yellow. And at first, I thought it was my mom or something. Well, I'm like, my mom didn't get that tall. Doesn't make sense, right? Yeah, but it is my dad. We both saw him. He looks at us, doesn't give a shit, just walks to another room that he's sleeping in. But we're still in the room, like we're in the doorway of the room that we were just in to get the snacks.
Yeah.
So we slowly turned back, and now the bed has nothing in it. When we saw what we thought my dad was sleeping in the bed, there was a person covered up, like you can see the feet and everything, and it's moving, right? And there's breathing. You know how like the blanket goes up and down. Yeah. So we looked at it very like it's not like we took a glance and we looked away. No, we really paid attention, and we took the snacks. We go out. And that shit happens. My dad leaves out. We look back, nothing in the bed, and it's done. Like it's like, folded fixed and everything. And we just fucking gun. We gun it to the fucking living room, and we just sit down. We don't even talk about it for like a good 2 hours. We play the movie. We're eating. We're stress eating. We're just
the snacks are done. You want to go back get some more snacks?
We're stress eating. We don't look at each other at all, me and my brother, right? And then my dad wakes up because he has to pray. So there's the early morning prayer, right? It's around 4 a.m. So he wakes up and he's going to pray. And then my brother asks him, like, were you sleeping in that room? He's like, no, why would I sleep in that room?
I have the big ass bed with my wife.
He's like, why did I sleep in that room? He asked him again, are you sure? 100%? He's like, yeah, what's wrong with you? He's like, we saw someone sleeping there. And my dad goes, he opens the light and shit. He's like, there's nothing. Like, what are you guys on about? Right? Then my brother comes back. He looks at me. He's like, yeah, no, nothing in the fucking room. Not like no one's sleeping over. Maybe we missed something. Maybe someone's sleeping over. Right? Nothing. There was nothing in the room.
Nothing
And
but snacks.
we sit down and then we just like, we kind of like internalize it and then we forget about it. We just don't talk about it. We don't mention it to my little sister because she gets scared really easily. Right?
Was this in the Netherlands?
No, this was in Morocco.
Oh, I thought the summer house in.
Yeah. So no, we were all there. It was summer. We were having like
Yeah.
we all go there together. So fast forward a year. Now we moved there, right? I went there for like 6 months, and my brother was living there, my sister was living there, and my mother was living there too. And when I wasn't living with them earlier, I was living in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So when I moved there, my brother told me this crazy story about him. He was sleeping. We have this big teddy bear,
Yeah.
and it's a cute brown teddy bear. But
Yeah.
it's kind of big, like it's like almost half your size, right?
Yeah.
And it was a gift from somebody, but we always kept it in that same room, right? We never took it out of it because we completely forgot about it. One night, my brother was sleeping alone, and he got sleep paralysis, where he's awake but he can't move,
Yeah.
and he felt something heavy on his stomach,
Yeah.
but he can't lift his neck
To
to
look.
see what it is.
Yeah.
So he's stuck in a position where he's only looking at the ceiling, right? And there's something moving up his stomach towards his chest, and he can't use his voice. He's tried screaming and everything, but like it's like that's all it sounds like, right? No one's gonna wake up from that, and it's coming closer and closer, and he's having a panic attack, and he doesn't know what's about to show up. And as soon as it reaches the top of his chest, he can see the fucking teddy bear's ears. The same bear that we had, that's this cute bear that we have in this. He could see its ears, and then it slowly, so slowly, he said, kept getting closer and closer until he saw its eyes, and then he went back to sleep. Or something. I forgot the end of the story, but that's the part that like mattered to me. Or he said that he eventually got out of it, but maybe hours later, right? But when he woke up, he just picked the fucking teddy bear up like it was nothing. Okay? But the teddy bear was actually on him when he woke up, physically. And then as soon as he woke up, he called my mom and he called my sister to come in and see it. And he's like, "Did any of you put this teddy bear here?" They said no, obviously. This is stupid. And he's like, you guys can see that the teddy bear is here. They're like, yes. He's like, this teddy bear was a demon last night. So we told my mom about the earlier story that summer as well.
In that room.
Yeah. And now the teddy bear story, now she's getting scared of this room because how many times does it, like, at some point you realize, okay, there's something wrong with that room. So we put that teddy bear back there, and she locked it in the we have like a safe, and on the top of the cupboard. So she locked it in there.
For all the thieves, this good information.
Yeah. If you need a haunted teddy bear, there's
or a locker that is locked.
Yeah.
No, all haunted items.
I mean, it's all wood. You can just
burn it,
kick it,
or kick it.
I think burning it is a more appropriate response given this story.
Fucking teddy bear in there. So, how many other haunted items are in that safe?
So there's only one more event that happened in that house. Yeah. Crazy enough. After that, we moved. We turned that room into a storage room, pretty much. Yeah. It used to be a bedroom, but we stopped using it that way because we got creeped out. Right, so we just started throwing shit in there we don't need, old stuff, whatever, broken furniture. We just started filling that room up with bullshit like beach toys and stuff like. And then that same year in summer, and I was there. As soon as I moved there, they were telling me the story about this teddy bear. I thought low-key, like, like maybe it happened. Maybe you're just imagining it. Maybe you got the teddy bear. Like, you don't know.
You sleep
yeah, and I'm really critical about these things. Even though I've had so many experiences like this where I've seen shit that's not explainable, but still, when someone tells me a story, I'm like, there's a lot of possibilities. You didn't calculate for everything, but still, This one though, this, I feel like because I was questioning it, this last event, like it was like a slap to my face. We were watching a horror movie. Funny enough, we were watching like The Conjuring or something, and there was a scene where there's a door opening slowly,
Yeah.
right? And there were this event, by the way, there was like 8 people in the house. There was me, my brother, my little sister, my mother, my cousin, and her 2 kids, right? And did I calculate that right? It doesn't matter. There's a bunch
Total
of
of
people. We're all watching this movie, and we're sitting down watching this door slowly opening in the movie, right? And mind you, I'll tell you just after because it's gonna ruin what happens. But anyways, uh, as soon as the door opens all the way, there's nothing there, right? But then the door shuts, but really hard, really fast. But the crazy part is, the second the door shut in the movie, every single door in my house, in that house, opened, slammed open. Mind you, that room, by the way, that fucked up room, was locked.
The door opened.
That same door opened as well. And we had a kitchen door that doesn't even open, like it's a slider. It's a heavy slider. Like you really need to put effort to slide. That opened too. The girls started screaming, obviously. They're little girls. My little sister, my cousin's daughter, and they're all little girls. They go crazy. They think that's it. We're all fucked. Me and Sufyan get up. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna go fight a demon or something. We literally got up looking like that. We just started marching, and we're like investigating. And then we look at that door, and we know, oh fuck, like this is not right. How does a locked door open? And it's not like the windows are. There's no windows open. Nothing.
Brother, all the doors.
All the doors. Like there's no amount of wind that can open. So let me tell you, there's a bathroom, 3 bedrooms, another bathroom, and the kitchen. There's 5 doors. One was locked and one was a kitchen slider door that was too heavy to even open. Like you need 2 hands to open it. All 5 doors opened.
Damn.
Yeah. And then that's when we realized, okay, we seriously considered like, okay, like let's take like the religious approach. Let's go get like a sheikh, like the guy to come and like do all the stuff, like they'll put smoke in the house, they read Quran and whatever, and like get rid of the evil spirits. And I told my mom, if she does that, I'm not getting in this house. I feel like that shit makes things worse. That attracts things into the house instead of doing what it's supposed to.
Yeah.
You know? I think that makes that place even more like it solidifies that thing.
It's a pretty funny story.
Yeah, it's funny.
Y'all still have the beach house?
We still own the house.
Fucking crazy.
I know. It's in such a good location. We can't look at how haunted it is. We can't sell it. But yeah.
You have a nail clipper?
Yeah. They're really? I'm not giving it to you. Huh? I'm not giving it to you until we finish recording. So you can clip your fucking nails. You got any stories? Or should I go with the big one?
I think you should we should talk about the ring.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Now there's 2 stories. Okay.
Where is it? Where's the ring?
I'm pretty sure we left it in Spain.
I took it with me, but then it
you took it with you?
Yeah, I wanted to bring it to you, but
you wanted to bring it to. I wanted to get rid of it,
but it disappeared. I don't know where it is.
That's fucked up for whoever has it.
I don't really know where it is. I know it was in the fanny pack. I put it in there with the passport and everything.
Yeah.
And it wasn't there.
You're a proud fanny pack wearer.
Yeah, this one. Literally.
Yeah.
The one that I have now.
Yeah. Alright, so the story of the ring. It actually doesn't involve me that much. where do we start? Let's just say this. There's some guy. He was running away from the government in Morocco. He showed up to our city, and we met him at a shisha lounge. And he was like, I have this rock and a bunch of other rocks like it that are worth millions, maybe even billions, right? He was exaggerating the price so much. He was talking about these rocks are not like normal and whatnot. These rocks mean so much. What? So you just threw me off. He just randomly picked out his phone, showed me a text. He's like, but yeah, so he had these rocks, and he's like, they're extremely valuable and whatnot. And he's like, they're supernatural rocks. That's when I stopped like listening.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buckaroo.
I stopped listening. I just continued smoking my shisha. And but my brother was a bit invested because he's like, oh, they're worth money, huh? And then he's like, okay. And he's like, so why are they chasing you? We're like interested in this guy's story because clearly I don't think you'd lie about being
I'm
chased.
gonna tell you something before I forget.
Yeah.
Remember when I told you, like, I was there with my ex in
Mhm.
Spain and with
Fuck you, dude. Okay.
and these cassettes all fell. Boom. Remember?
Yeah.
Like, I think the day before that we were talking about the ring. Like, where is Jack's ring or something.
Damn, so this guy wasn't bullshitting.
And like we fell asleep, and all of a sudden, bro, this fucking loud fucking noise. I think her brother was having a seizure or something. Like, I thought it was that, and he fell out down the stairs, or like, I was thinking, what the fuck is going on, you know?
Yeah.
And I looked up, where the fuck is the noise? Like, I couldn't find out where the noise came from.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see all this shit on the ground. I'm like, huh? And I look at the wall, and there was this fucking wood plank, like, you know, that you put on the wall.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, bro, that shit's sturdy.
Yeah.
I told her, since when is this here? She's like, since the fucking house is built.
Yeah.
And it decided to fall like the night after the day we were like, yo, where's the ring?
Damn. That's crazy.
Never found it though. I think I took it. Yeah, I think I found it. I took it back. And I lost
I
it.
think there's like when someone listens to this story, they'll think, yeah, it's coincidence. But then when I continue my story and tell me how many coincidences there is to this fucking ring. So so this guy is talking about the government. So he found these stones. He went mining. He's a miner. So he's a miner. How do you? Is that what they're called?
Miner?
Yeah.
No,
What? And,
a miner.
excavator. No, he's not an excavator.
He was a kid, underage
No,
person.
he's a full grown man. He mines stones.
He's
A miner.
miner.
Anyways, so yeah, he went mining for these stones. He found them. The government, because he found them in like in a mountain. Technically, they belong to the country, so he can't own. So he can't have these rocks. But he took a bunch of them and he ran away. Yeah, no, right. And some of the people that were chasing him were really dangerous, and they kept sending him death threats, and they knew that he was in our city and everything.
Yeah.
So he proposed to me and my brother that we'd protect him. Right? Mind you, my brother is like 17, no, even 16 at the time. Right? And I was 20. This guy came to
How old
an
was this
underage kid and his older brother. How old is this guy? Maybe 38, 39. Yeah. He was really skinny, kind of short.
I'm trying to picture this.
Yeah, he had like a really rough beard. rough looking, like he doesn't take care of it, right? And the only thing he took care of was his hair. For some reason, he put gel on his hair every fucking day and shit. So,
The beard was to hide the gems.
low-key, we didn't really believe him, but at the same time, like, yeah, it's free money. Fuck it. If you want to pay us to protect you, we'll protect you. So he took our numbers, and then he promised to pay. He promised to pay us in a weird way, right? So we go on like car trips with him and shit. Like wherever he's going, we go with him just to like make sure nothing happens to him. And if he goes into a building, I wait outside. I make sure nobody gets in, nobody gets out that I didn't see come in and whatnot. Like he gives me these weird instructions, and Sufyan goes with him everywhere. Right? One time, it was less. Now that I'm describing it, seems like bodyguard work, but it was less. It was more like, hey, come along, you know, like let's go to
You see what
restaurants.
you're doing.
Yeah, let's go to restaurants and shit and whatnot. Okay. So one time,
Basically, we're fucking bored.
yeah, one time, we go to this like house, right?
Yeah.
And he said he's gonna have a meeting with somebody in this house that's a billionaire, right? Someone that lives in Dubai. Okay.
You didn't believe it.
I didn't believe anything from the first moment that I met him.
So you were just curious at this
I
point.
just wanted to see how far he could take it.
Okay.
And my brother's the best. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. We're not doing anything anyways. Like, we're just chilling. So my brother, he asked us if we want to go in with him. I said no. And my brother's like, yeah, let me go see what's going on. So he
And
said,
you just let him go in.
so he said, leave your phones. I need to see you leave your phones, right? There was a driver, so he hired a driver as well. And he looked at the driver, put his phone. My brother put his broken phone down, and he kept his real phone with him, right? And he also put his phone down, the guy. So they went into the building and to this house. It's like a 3-floor house. And it looks like a normal house, apparently. But my brother is like on the second floor when they were going up. He looked in because he was curious. He was the last one like climbing up the stairs. He let them go ahead so he can check out the house and stuff. He peeks his head into a room, and there's a table just stacked with cash. A shit ton of money. Right? And he didn't know if it was fake or not, but he pulled his phone out and he took pictures. Right? And then he went up with them, and then he met the guy. There's 2 guys. One was like some kind of like religious dude, like a sheikh.
Yeah.
Like he's supposed to like verify that these stones are supernatural. Okay? And the second guy is the billionaire. And he said, he was talking, he's like, the money is available downstairs on the table. You guys can go check it out. They want to check it out. It's all real bills. It was like a huge stack of cash.
Yeah.
Like in 15, 20 million euros at least. Right? They
Must
go
be
back.
heavy.
Yeah, the table was huge. So they go back upstairs. He shows the religious guy the stones, and the rich guy was just chilling there waiting for the guy to tell him if it's real or not. And he's like, so Sufyan's like secretly recording.
Yeah.
Everything. He first thing he does is he records everyone's faces, just in case something goes wrong, right? And also he's recording the stones and everything. So the guy tells him, I'm gonna get a mirror, and if you can see the stone in the mirror, it's not a real, like it's not one of those real stones. And apparently there's a market for these stones. Like there's already, like, these things exist.
Yeah.
It's not new to them, and they have tools to verify this shit, right? It's so weird. And so the guy gives him the stone. It's a red stone, right? He pulls it up against the mirror, and you can't see the stone in the mirror. You can see him holding the stone. But you look at the mirror, you can just see his hand. And my brother zooms into this, like he really records this properly. Like he's really, like, my brother documents shit properly. Like, because I think he's also like skeptical, so he wants proof. Like he wants to know that he didn't see shit. He needs to show other people and they make sure that they see what he saw. So They pull it in front of the mirrors, like, yeah, it's for real. This guy is like, okay, shut all the curtains and close the door. We need it to be dark in here. Okay. Now my brother stops recording because it's dark anyways. This guy starts saying some weird shit, like performing a prayer or whatever the fuck he's doing, and he starts having a conversation with a random voice, a voice that belongs to nobody in that room, and it's apparently like a spirit, like a genie, right?
Yeah.
And this genie has its soul trapped in this stone. So what he tells this soul is, if you gather your friends and do something for us, we will release you from the stone. So they can ask this thing to do something in the world. It sounds crazy, right? It sounds like literally the plot of Aladdin. But my brother was there, and I believe my brother, because he's not the type to exaggerate shit. He'll tell you shit as it is.
Yeah.
So he tells us, yeah. He starts asking him. He tells the genie just to demonstrate. He says, I have your friends' souls with me too, because they have a bunch of stones, right? And he's like, here's a box. Go around the world and fill it up with an amount of money, and then they would say the amount of money, like 5 million euros. And then in 15 minutes, you'd close the box, and in 15 minutes you'd open the box, and you'd have 5 million euros in the box. And now my brother's freaking the fuck out internally, right? And he just can't wait to get out of this house because he knows this shit is weird. And he doesn't. Anyone would fucking freak out. This seems like a magic trick or something, but he can't tell what's going on.
Mm.
But yeah, they continue the conversation. My brother asks to leave. He's like, yeah, leave. They open the door for him. He leaves. He comes to the car and he's telling us what the fuck he just saw, right? And I'm like, okay, I want to go in, but he's like, yeah, they won't let you in. I'm like, okay. I chill. I'm like kind of trying to put shit together. I'm like, maybe it's a trick. Maybe they're fooling the rich guy. Maybe that guy's working with this guy. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe they're tricking this rich guy with like some illusions and stuff.
Yeah.
But how? I don't know. I guess we'll never know. But the end of the story was that he told us to write down an amount of money that we wished for, me and my brother. And then we'd send him this amount of money, and then he'll give us a garbage bag, sealed, sent to our door, with that amount of money. And he said you can write whatever you want. Right? And then he took one of those stones, and he made a ring out of it, which is the ring that he gave me as a gift. He's like, keep this for the sake of memories and stuff. And if you ever need to sell it, you can sell it. Right? And then he fucking disappeared. And then like 3 weeks later, he got arrested in Dubai. But he had a lot of money on him. Right? We honestly, that was like a great time. Like, after meeting him and he just disappeared, we're like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what the fuck? What? Like, it seemed like a fucking, like a filler chapter or something in our lives. Like, some fucking weird side story just happened. Like, you're playing a game and you went on a side quest. That's what it felt like. And
did you ever talk to him again?
Fuck no. What? I didn't even have his contact information. I was like, fuck this dude. But that ring, I kept it, right? And we took it to Spain, and then whatever happened to it. I don't know where it is right now.
I don't know.
But allegedly, that stone on that ring has a soul trapped in it. And it could get pissed. He said it's dangerous. It could get vengeful. That's what he said.
Maybe it was mad because you left it there.
If I find that ring, if it somehow finds its way to me, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
You're done. You're done.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fucking weird ass shit, dude. That, the only thing that I was thinking of, this is how you know, like, I was always like, I'm always just thinking about money and shit. All I was thinking of, How many people have used shit like this to get to the place that they're in right now?
I don't know.
Yeah, if it's real, I still don't believe it properly. Like, I would say 30% of me believes it, 70% is like, nah.
Maybe it was a trick and he got caught in Dubai for fraud.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, well put together though.
Yeah, elaborate trick.
Fooled me.
Yeah, crazy dude, man. Fucking hell. Oh, alright. I think we have time for the last big story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I have stories too, but I don't. They're not coming up right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I still have the one.
You have the one.
This is the one that literally changed the world for me. Because I was a kid. This happened when I was younger. I was 15 years old. So my brother and I, we went to sleep over at my friend's grandmother's house. Right? And she lives in this like really big house. Like it's a villa. And right across from her house, like there's the front gate.
Yeah.
There's a road, and then there's just an empty pit, like a sand pit, like land that's bought but no one built anything on it, right? Just a bunch of broken glass and rocks and sand. And it's quite big. Like it stretches maybe 30 meters, right? And then there's another road on the other side of that pit, or I don't know what it's called, just this plot of land.
Yeah.
And then there's a school there. So between the grandmother's house, there's this pit of sand and rocks and glass and whatnot, and then an abandoned school. The school hasn't been entered, or like it hasn't been used for 20 years. No one's been in it. They just completely abandoned it. So at first we were bored. We were playing football, and we wanted to go check it out over there because the ball went rolling a bit. Went to get the ball back, and we went to go check out the school, right? And we were looking at it from a distance. We didn't cross the whole plot of land. We were just chilling and looking at it. And then we hear a little girl screaming like she was dying from inside. Like this scream of hell. And this is where a split happened. So it was me, my brother, my friend, and my friend's cousin. So for the four of us. Me and my friend were concerned that there was a girl inside. We didn't think of anything else. This is how naive I was. I thought, oh shit, someone's like being murdered or something. Like we were trying to get like close and like knock the door or something, call for help. And my brother and my friend's cousin, they were like scared as shit. Like they thought, what the fuck, like how? And by the way, at that time we didn't know that it was an abandoned school. We just thought it was a fucking school. So we get close. I start banging the fucking metal gate so hard. I'm throwing like rocks at it. I'm like, hey, is anyone inside? Like just making a lot of noise. So one of the people that live nearby, they have like the driver. Their driver comes out and he comes to us and he's like, what are you guys doing? Like we heard someone screaming inside. Like this school it's been abandoned for 20 years. No one's inside. We're like, I swear, we heard a girl screaming inside. There could be someone dying or something. Can you call the police or some shit? He's like, no. And then he's like, go back home, stop bothering people. People are trying to sleep and shit. And then he just leaves. and we don't hear anything for quite a while. We stood there for like 10 minutes trying still. Like, I didn't care. I didn't care that this guy told us to go. Like, I just kept doing the shit anyways. I kept banging and everything. And then I gave up. And my friend gave up too. We started chilling. Like, we sat down in front of the school. Started picking up rocks and just throwing it at the school. And then I threw this rock at a window. And it broke.
The window or the rock?
The window broke.
Ah, okay.
And as soon as the window broke, the light turned on of that room.
Of
of the room, of the same window that I broke, that light turned on.
The abandoned school.
The 20-year-old abandoned school. Not 20 years, like it's been abandoned for 20 years. So, now, I'm even more confused. I'm like, maybe it's not abandoned, and people are just don't know what's going on. That's it. Like, maybe this guy was wrong, this driver was wrong. So, I'm shouting, I'm like, hey, whoever's in that room, can you open the door, whatnot? And I look back at my brother and my friend and his cousin, and they all look a bit shocked. Now I look up and we see a girl. Right? She's staring at us. And then the light turns off and she disappears.
What was she wearing?
We could only see her head.
Just the head.
Yeah.
Fucking creepy as fuck, though.
So the cousin decides exactly what you just said. Fucking creepy as fuck, dog. And dips. And the three of us stay there. I'm like, I'm still not convinced. I don't believe in ghosts and shit. Like, I'm really skeptical about this shit. I don't think they exist because scientifically it doesn't make sense. But then again, science misses a lot of points. Like, science doesn't understand what souls are,
Yeah.
or consciousness, or how we memorize things the way that we do, or anything like that. So maybe it is missing points. But I was still a kid. I only believed in hard science. Like, I just needed hard proof or it didn't exist. So, but I'm getting creeped out though, because I can see like that wasn't okay. I go around the school. The school has big 4 gates.
Yeah.
And I peek under the gates to see if there's lights or anything. Because maybe if there's lights, then maybe it's not abandoned. You know,
Yeah.
maybe there are people inside. And the first gate I peek under is just a bunch of leaves. Hasn't been taken care of in like a long time. I can see that. Like, it's all dusty and shit. Even me peeking down, I felt like I'd inhaled a bunch of dust. And then I go over to the second gate. Like, it's like there's a gate on each direction, like north, east, west, and south. So I go over to the next gate. I peek under, and then this is what like really started fucking with me. I peek under the second gate, and I see just a bunch of flyers, but no leaves or nothing.
Just flyers?
Just flyers. But here's the thing. The floor is clean. Like, it's been mopped and cleaned. It's very, very sanitary. And there's just flyers everywhere. Like, too many flyers. So, I walk over to the next gate. I look under. And there's nothing. It's not clean. It looks dusty. But there's nothing there, you know. Fourth gate. I peek under. Ashes. So many ashes. Looks like there is a house there that burned down. And now I'm fucking freaked out. Because now I don't know what to think. And I'm just fucking 15 years old. Like,
Yeah.
So the first thing that pops into my head was, let me record this shit.
In 3 gates of hell.
So yeah, that's what I do. I go around those gates again with my fucking BlackBerry.
You talk about recording. Bro, the footage that your brother recorded,
Yeah.
have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
How did it get lost?
Have no idea. I have no earthly idea where that footage is right now. If I ask my brother to pull it out right now, he'll be like, I don't know how I lost it even.
Continue.
So I pull out my fucking BlackBerry and I start like recording. It's horrible quality, by the way, but I'm trying to get like something. And it's too dark. And but you can see flyers, you can see the ashes, you can see the leaves, and then you can see like just a floor with nothing on it. And then there's this like some steps to like a single door. These were gates, but this one was a single door. So I knock on the door in hopes maybe someone comes. And I keep knocking and knocking. No one comes. I peek under, like I turn the flashlight on the BlackBerry. And I'm looking and I'm like, okay, there's like just a suitcase.
Yeah.
And I can't see anything. But then later on, I hear steps. But I'm recording. So I'm like, I'm not because I can't peek under the door. I'm like, you know how I'm recording, but I'm looking at my screen, like
Yeah.
my BlackBerry screen, and I can't see properly because it's all blurry. The old cameras were dog shit,
Yeah.
but you can like make some things out, and I can clearly see shoes moving. Right, I got closer and closer to the suitcase, and then they pushed the suitcase out of the way.
Yeah.
Right, and then it stopped. Nothing happened. Then I knocked again. I'm like, yo, I heard you walking, and I've seen you move the suitcase. Open the fucking door, and the door opens. Slowly, a guy peeks his head out, and he's like, what?
He looks normal.
He's a human.
Huh?
I look at him, I'm like, we heard someone screaming from inside. Is everything okay? I'm talking to him reasonably.
Yeah.
He looks at me, he's like, yeah, there's nothing going on. This is just a school, you know? And they have lessons sometimes. I'm like, okay. And then as he's closing the door, I look down. I want to see the suitcase, right? Because I
Yeah.
saw him fucking push it out the way. So I want to see where he put it. What's up with the suitcase? And as I look down, he's closing the door. I see that he doesn't have feet. Like he doesn't have normal legs. It's fucking hairy as shit, and they look crooked. Like they look like this.
Like
And
a
he
goat leg.
kind of, but not really. It looked more like someone had a bad accident and then they just have a hair growth problem. That's what it looked like. And he closed the door, and I looked back, and I thought that looked weird, but then I thought maybe he did have a freak accident or
Yeah.
something. And I look back, I look at my friend and my brother, and they look paralyzed with fear. So apparently, every single one of us, the three of us, have
Yeah.
saw something different. So my brother claims that he saw horns, literal horns from the guy's head. But then when I was looking at it, I was talking to him face to face. He looked normal. There was
Yeah.
nothing. There was no horns. And my friend swears by his mother's life that he saw red eyes. Like the whole everything, the iris, the pupil, everything was glowing red. I'm like, okay, we're either tripping on some shit right now that
Yeah.
we don't know. We've been drugged. But that's not fucking possible because we're kids and we're in Saudi Arabia. There's no drugs. Or we're witnessing something supernatural. So I low key don't believe them. I'm like, you guys are trying to scare me, and they look at me like I'm trying to scare them. Like it seems like we're all pranking each other. Like no one believes the other. Like, nah, you're fucking with me, dog. And he's like, no, I swear to God, like, no, you're fucking with me. Sufyan gets too scared and he leaves. Right. So I knock the door again. I'm like, I need to talk to this fucker again. Let me see what they're talking about. No answer, nothing.
Yeah.
So then I go over to another gate, try to find the same single door, but that single door is only on one side of the fucking school. So I'm like, yo, just give me a boost. I told my friend, give me a boost. I'm climbing over the fucking gate. He's like, what if you get stuck inside? I'm like, whatever, I can find anything to get back up. Like it's whatever.
It's a school. It has
Definitely has anything, right?
Yeah.
And the gate's not that high. I just need a boost to get up on top. It's not that crazy. So he didn't want to. He was fucking horrified by the whole situation. And he's like, no, if you go in there, you might die or whatever. He thinks it's like some supernatural shit. I still believe, like, I don't know. It feels kind of normal to me, like a bit supernatural. And then I said out loud, like, this is bullshit. Like, I told him this is bullshit. As soon as I said that, this fucking tornado forms around us. This wind so strong, we can't even like stand in our place. I swear. And we're skinny kids. We're kind of like scrawny kids. We're not skinny, but like we're like kind of. The wind can move us for sure, right? So it's not crazy like a huge tornado or something that you're imagining.
Yeah.
No, it's a bit less, but still, it was hard for us to find balance, and we were just like trying to make our way through. And there's a lot of dust, so we're clearing our eyes and like moving out of this fucking tornado that randomly fucking formed, right? It made no sense.
Yeah.
We sat down away from like closer to the grandmother's house, And then we kept like we didn't really sit down to think of anything until we realized maybe it is a school, right? But do you know what time it was? It was
No.
like 1 a.m. past midnight. Who the fuck has classes past midnight? And why the fuck did I just believe this guy?
Got hypnotized.
And
I think you like interrupted some fucking ritual, dog.
maybe
This girl was in that fucking suitcase.
what?
This girl that was screaming was in that damn suitcase.
Oh shit! I don't know. Maybe that would be insane. Fuck.
Did you go back?
Hell yeah, I went back. I took my phone. I'm like, I started doing it vlog style. So I started recording and I'm talking into the microphone. I'm like, this is everything that happened tonight, right? And I'm gonna keep recording so that if anything else happens, you guys can see it. And I'm recording this like this is a death message. Like this is the last thing I'm gonna leave behind before I go and die. I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting into the school no matter what, right? So I'm kicking down. First I tried to see if the gates are rusty or anything. Like the locks on the gates are rusty. So I'm kicking them as hard as I can. None of them are even budging. Right. So I go back to that to the door. I literally tried everything, and then I climbed one on my own because there's a when there's like a small gap in the wall, like you can kind
Yeah.
of put your back on the wall and use your feet
Yeah.
to climb up. So I was doing that. So I was putting my hands. There's a gap next to the gate. So I put my hands and my back on one wall, and I put my legs on the other wall, and then I'm
Yeah.
just climbing up slowly.
Yeah.
And as I'm getting up, as I'm getting higher up, and I can see the school, it looks so normal, right? I'm looking around, and then I see underneath where like the ashes were, and it looks like the ashes are only lined up in front of the gate. You know,
Yeah.
like it's not spread around the whole floor.
Yeah.
Like it's only in front of. So when you look underneath, it looks like there's ash everywhere. But when you're up on top, it looks pretty normal.
Yeah.
Right. And then I get kind of like I think it twice. Like I think it through. I'm like I shouldn't do this. Right. And then I get back down. I get scared. Right. I'm like okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm talking like into my phone like it's a vlog. I'm like okay, that was a bad idea. I'm going back home. As I'm leaving, I'm crossing this plot of land again to go back to the grandmother's house. I look back, and the sun is rising now. We've been out there from like midnight, maybe 11 p.m.
Yeah.
up to like 6 a.m. just fucking around the school.
Yeah.
And the sun's rising. I look back at the school. I feel defeated. I feel like
Yeah.
I didn't do anything, accomplished nothing, I captured nothing. But I know what I saw. We all know what we saw. The story is insane.
Yeah.
And as I look at the window, I see the girl again.
Oh, she wasn't in the suitcase.
And she's looking at me. This time I can see her shoulders, though.
Yeah.
And she's looking straight at me. And right next to her, so there's this one broken window that I broke.
Yeah.
And there's like, there's two-sided windows.
Yeah.
On the second window, there's a little boy also looking at me. Right? And at that point, I was so sleepy that I thought, maybe, I don't know what to think. I got fucking creeped out and I started like walking faster, right? But I turned around and I recorded. I tried to zoom in as much as I can, but the phone won't zoom in that much. But you can kind of see it in the video, right? And I locked my phone. I put it in my pocket, and I'm just fucking, just walking, like fast walking, like speed walking. Like you know how old people like train now? They think they're doing a lot of cardio and shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I did that all the way back home. We sit down. I was so tired. As soon as I sat down, I wasn't tired anymore. Right? So we start playing Xbox. Let's get our mind off this thing. Play some like games and shit. We used to use Kick. Do you know Kick?
I don't remember.
It's like an old messenger. It's like an old WhatsApp for everyone. And I was like dating this girl back then, and we used to talk on Kick. So I was like wondering like if she's awake or not. So I reach into my pocket, and my phone's not there. So I'm pissed, really fucking pissed. All the footage and all the fucking effort that I just did the whole night just disappeared. I go back out. I search every centimeter of that plot of land. I go around the whole because the last time I had my phone in my hand wasn't that plot of land because I was hurrying away and I was recording that girl and the boy.
Mm.
So where could it possibly have gone? Right? No one's awake at this time. People wake up much later. I go back out. I'm searching everything. I'm flipping rocks. I'm going through glass. I'm trying to find out exactly where my phone went.
Yeah.
Nothing. Disappeared. It simply vanished. I looked everywhere. We flipped the whole house around. Everywhere I went, we flipped it around. The kitchen, flipped it around. The living room, flipped it around. The couch I was laying on, flipped it around. Everything. Nothing. We looked for that phone all day long until we got exhausted. Sorry about that. Until we got exhausted. Decided, fuck, let's just play some football again. We're playing football. Someone kicks the ball like around the corner, so I run to go get it. I was too slow though, so it like kept rolling. And I started chasing it down a bit, and I pick it up with my hand, so I can just put it in my armpit, like wrap it around here, so I can run back faster. And I kneel down, or like I go down to pick up the ball, and as soon as I put my head up, like as soon as I look up, I see the same boy from that I saw in the window, but literally 5 meters in front of me on the ground.
Yeah.
And he has no lower body.
So
He's crawling with his hands, and his intestines are on the floor. And he's so blue. He looks so rotten and frozen almost. And he's just standing there like this, with his like he's on his hands, looking at me.
What the fuck?
I left the fucking ball and just I spinned out. Like, you know when you try to like do a 180?
Yeah.
I overextended. So I did like a whole 230, fucking smashed into the wall, picked myself back up, and I was just gunning it. I looked like an Olympic runner, dog. You know how they start off looking down and then...
I thought you were going to say I found my phone.
No. I fucking run so fast and I'm screaming like, help. Like I'm Sufyan, my friend's name. I'm shouting everyone's name that I know. Like, come look at this and come help me. I thought I was gonna die at that moment. At that moment, my heart froze. I was like functioning with no heartbeat. It made no sense. I was terrified. I run so hard, like I can feel the ground shake with every footstep that I take, and everything felt slow. That's why I'm giving you all these details, because I remember that moment so clearly. Everything was so slow. Even me crashing into the wall and picking myself back up, everything was so slow. It really felt like, you know what they say, like you're about to die. Everything but at that moment I was just thinking of like, I don't know, my loved ones. Like, oh, my mom's gonna feel like bad about this, or like that's all I was thinking, right?
Yeah.
And I'm running, but I'm running like on autopilot. But I'm fast as shit. So I play a lot of football. That's all I do is run, and I'm a midfielder. So and all I practice, I have to run back to defense and back forward to strike, and I'm gunning it. I run so hard, I smash into a car because I wasn't paying attention in front of me. And there's dirt. Like, we live in a desert, so there's like dirt and rocks and everything. So I'm slipping all over shit. I smash into a car with my shoulder, right? And it's dented. And I get up. I look back and the kid's not there. And where the car was parked, all my boys were like chilling on the other side, like right in front of the car. So they look at me and they're so confused. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dog? Why'd you smash into my uncle's car like that? Like, and they're like confused. Like, are you okay? They pick me up. And I'm like, look over there. And I'm pointing towards where the fuck I am, like, or where the fuck I saw the thing. And they look and they're like, there's nothing. And I'm like, I swear to fucking God. I'm like, please. I started begging them. I was like, please, bro, just go there. Please, all of you. Like, just go. And they got scared from my reaction, so they were like, fuck no. And I couldn't sleep for like a whole week after that, because I called my
How
mom
did
from
you
my.
sleep that day before?
I didn't. No, the day before I did.
No, before going out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, we did. I slept through the day. We took a nap, like, because we have air conditioners because it's hot.
if you don't sleep for a long time, you can have illusions and
I
shit.
know, but the illusion doesn't persist, right? Like you're not gonna see the same illusion multiple times. Maybe I don't know. But no, I slept. I was well rested. There's no way. Anyways, I had insomnia for like a week after that, and whenever I took a shower or anything, I couldn't look at mirrors and stuff because I was so afraid that I would see even just the glimpse of that night, or like that boy, or even the woman, like the girl. Maybe it was a woman. I don't know,
Yeah.
because I didn't realize how, because the boy was like really tiny, so when he peeked over the window, you could only see his head. She was standing, and now that I calculated that he only has hands, so like he's not that tall.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a woman, not a girl, because she was like really tall compared to him.
Yeah.
So I was terrified. I was so terrified. I told my mom immediately. As soon as we got back into like the house, I picked up my friend's phone. I called my mom, like, come fucking pick me up right now. And she's like, what's going on? It's like 7 a.m. in the morning. What's wrong with you and shit? She's like,
Yeah,
come
thanks.
fucking pick me up right now. And my heart didn't stop beating for like a good 2 hours.
That's a
Maybe.
good thing. Means you're alive.
That's true. But dude, that was, and there was nothing happened after that though. Like I guess it didn't follow me. Maybe it was just in that location.
Did you find your phone?
No, never. And I told my friend, and I told even his grandmother and all the family members there, like, if you ever found a BlackBerry or something, please tell me. Never. I had a white BlackBerry with a scroller. You know the scroller? Remember that? Yeah.
That was the shit.
I had the best phone. In my class, I had the best phone in high school. That's what I knew. No, I was in high school. 15. No, I was still, I think in last year of middle school.
I don't know.
Yeah. No. It was first year of high school. But yeah. That was an insane experience. It was, bro. Even me saying it right now, it feels surreal. It feels like I shouldn't have survived that. But then again,
But did you though?
I did. But like, it sounds crazy. I remember my friend, because he was more obsessed with this than I was. I told my mom, she's like, forget the shit immediately. Like, the more you think of it, the more it might follow you and shit. So she scared me into like forgetting about it. But my friend was obsessed with this because he saw what I saw most of the time, at least, right? And he heard what I saw too. So he kept telling all his family members and all his friends and everyone in the neighborhood, and he kept spreading it. So someone that lived there was a radio host. He has a radio, right? And they actually published the story. Yeah. And people, they have like there's a story, like a whole story going around like in Saudi Arabia about this incident. Yeah. But they made it anonymous. Yeah. But I wish I had my fucking phone. Like, I don't know. There's no way it just disappears that way, dog. That was like all the evidence I needed. Like, I don't know.
I don't think would have done much. Pixelated figures.
Footsteps and like a suitcase moving. It was kind of enough. At least you would see the ashes and stuff.
We can recreate it. It doesn't sound that hard.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, now that you say it like that, yeah, it's open to a lot of criticism.
It's like to you, it's concrete.
Because you're in the moment, but then to someone else, it wouldn't.
Even filming them in the window, it's like, okay, whatever. You know?
I knew it was that. What, like, all you would see is a bunch of pixels. Like 100%, you wouldn't.
Even if it was clear, like.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, but with that logic, I don't think we'll ever prove or.
I mean, yeah, like imagine, do you think camera would have picked it up? Even with the guy at the door, everybody saw something different.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think the camera maybe would have just seen a normal human being as well,
or nothing,
or the combination of all three,
or just nothing.
That would be even creepier.
Maybe we're just talking to no one.
Yeah.
Fucking schizophrenic. Yeah. Nice hearing the story again.
Yeah. I feel like you didn't hear the last part. I didn't tell you the first time.
No.
Maybe you zoned out or some shit.
No, you never told me the part with the ball.
That's the highlight of the story.
You
That's the
never-
only thing that creeped me
No,
out.
you never told me that part.
I 100% told you that part.
Maybe I forgot.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Anyways, to all you listeners and viewers that got spooked out, be careful. I guess. I don't know. Just avoid weird places. Or have multiple phones.
Film at the same time with them?
Yeah, maybe if you have different angles, it's more believable.
Ghostbusters.
uh, damn, we've been recording for an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah. We have a special episode coming out soon.
Yo.
Yeah. I'm actually going to record it.
I mean, this is special. We're in the same room.
I think every
This is-
episode is special.
This is more special. This is ultimately the goal, you know, to record in person.
Yeah.
Always. Me smacking his ass.
Whoa. You don't have to reveal that information.
It's okay, bro.
It's a myth. You can't.
There is no ass. Jack has no ass. That's why it's a myth.
You dare disrespect my badonkadonk.
Good night.
I see you've made it to the end. Your persistence is a pain in the ass, but admirable nonetheless. You're still here, huh? Let me spell it out for you, okay? It's over. You can go about with your lousy life now. There's nothing left to see or hear in these parts of town. I think you've got a hearing problem, pal. That explains how you can listen to all this nonsense. It's either that, or you're asleep at the steering wheel. That didn't end well for the last person that did that.